Hi Gemini, welcome to the middle of your February. It is still Aquarius season, all right? And so there's still maybe some things coming out. I feel like there's some secrets coming out to play. Here's your energy, Gemini, all right? And you actually got two focuses here, okay? So I'm seeing earth energy, so there may be an earth sign around you that you may have some dealings with. And then we also have Uranus, which Virgo also had, which is also one of your sister signs. And I just kind of feel like there's going to be some new events or like circumstances, like on a practical level. Like you could literally be in a new environment, or you could have moved recently, or maybe you want to, go explore another side of town. Like I'm seeing like something unique like that in regards to your lifestyle, okay? So let's see what's going on for you during this time, Gemini. Okay, so this is kind of all over the place. All right, bottom of the deck. We do have the Ace of Wands in reverse. All right, so there's no moving. There's nothing happening. I kind of feel like somebody's being lazy. Or they can't make a decision, or they can't figure out what their next step is, so they're not making any moves. So it may be like a strategic thing for them to not be doing anything. Eight of Pentacles is what we're starting off with, okay? So you've been working hard. I think you've really been having your mind on your money. You've been having your mind on your children, your family, the physical things in this realm that are important. So whatever that is to you, whatever you value, you have been paying a lot of attention to it. Now with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, I kind of feel like it's somebody working backwards. They're not trying to, but it's like they're putting in a lot of work and they're not getting much out of it. And so usually that means you have to figure out like what part of it is not working, because it's usually not that you don't have what it takes. It's usually that you're doing something. Like there's always a formula to something, right? So you have to figure out what that formula is and then plug it into whatever you're trying to do. So I do feel like you are working really hard to, have something happen, and it's just not clicking. And so I feel like you need to really go look and see physically what could be done differently to yield a different result. So, change some things around. See what works for you. See what changes. See what actually gets a reaction or a different result, okay? And then the Devil card in reverse here, I feel like you're playing it too safe. Like I feel like you need to take a risk, okay? So I actually kind of like this reading. I really feel like this is giving you the go ahead to try something new. Like especially for a Gemini, if you're feeling like afraid to take a risk, there's something off with that. There's something that's not cool about that, because you guys are all about curiosity and being flexible as far as changing your mindset. So I really think you should harness that Gemini energy and don't get stuck on trying to make a decision, but actually, try different things. Like give yourself that freedom to try something new or try something different in something that you're already familiar with, okay? So I actually think this is going to be really fun for you, all right? I see that you're focused on your money. I mean, like, aren't we all? But you know what I mean? I really feel like there's a heightened emphasis on needing to be tuned in with your money for whatever reason during this time. Knight of Swords is showing up here. Okay, so you're focused on conversations as well. Like, you want to be able to... I feel like when you communicate with people around this time, you're really looking for people who have substance. Like, you want somebody to give you either quick information that can help you make... better choices or better movements in the future, or you want somebody who can just tell you how to do something. So you could be looking up a lot of videos on like how to do this or how to make money doing this. And so that could be good, but I also feel like there's a bit of laziness in that. So I need you to kind of, and remember, that's what I was saying, Ace of Wands in reverse. There is some laziness attached to this. So Gemini, I need you to, get your hands dirty, okay? Don't just expect everybody to do the work for you, or for somebody to give you all all the answers, because even if you get all the answers, you still have to have the experience to back it up. You know what I'm saying? So you still have to get in there and really figure out what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can really know something works is by trying it out yourself, okay? All right, so let's see. Why aren't you getting... Okay, so the Three of Pentacles... okay, so if you feel like you're working really hard, you're not getting a lot out of it, it could be because you're at a job, which just means just over broke. The thing that you're working on, like a job that you have, is just not lucrative. Like it's not meant for you to exceed or get to the point that you want to be at. So you may need to figure out if you're at the right job. It also could be the people that you're working with, okay? Now this could be physically, or if this is not a physical endeavor, you don't have the right people that you're connecting with. You're not networking the same either. You maybe need to network better. Maybe you need to market things better. So it looks like it's not that, I mean, it could be that this isn't something that's good for you to be doing, but it looks more like it's the people around you. Like you got to figure out how to either let people know what you're doing, like you're not marketing enough, or you're not working with people that are really trying to, you know, get to this money, get to the bag. So you may need to reevaluate who you're working with, all right? Yeah, the Chariot. You need to change up. First, you need to change up the perspective of what you're doing, because I feel like you're being very negative. And then you also need to, there's some sort of transportation that needs to be added to this. Like you need to get the word out there, or make it mobile if this is something you can do. Or you need to be able to find people that can quickly change the narrative of whatever you're working on. Like there needs to be something totally new. Specifically in regards to the emotional connection you have with this. Like there needs to be a whole new charge up, okay, with that Cancer energy here. And that's actually the first emotional card we've got, water card that we've gotten so far. So there's definitely, you need to like liven this up. Like it needs to be more hyped. I feel like you're not using your Gemini energies like to the best of your ability. And then we have the Devil, remember, here. So I want to see, like, what do you need to do to spice this up? Like I said, I feel like you're playing it too safe. What do you need to do? All right, so we have the High Priestess, we have the Queen of Cups, and the World. Okay, this is powerful. So what you need to do, first you need to know that you're capable of doing this with this High Priestess. You need to also know the ins and outs of this situation. Whatever you're working on, you need to be a master at this. This isn't just something like you just exceed at by being mediocre. You have to master this, okay, Gemini? And then with this Queen of Cups here, you need to be actively trying to find emotional ways to expand this. Like you need to be trying to grow this, nurture this. This is supposed to be your baby. So you need to be like connected to it like that. Like I'm talking, whatever this situation is, you got to be so committed to it, so like dedicated to it, like it's your child. You got to grow this. Like you're not emotionally attached enough for this, and that's the problem. That's why you're being kind of stagnant with your actions, because you don't have an emotional connection to it. This World card here, you need to go ahead and step into that next chapter. Whatever that one thing is that you're like, I want to start that, but I don't know if I can do it, or I don't know how to do it. Figure out how to get that done. The World card also is about connectivity to all things around you, obviously, in this world. So if that means you got to get out on the streets and literally figure out how things work, or if you need to go on the internet and figure out how to set this, and this up, you got to do what you got to do if you want this to work. You're not getting dirty enough. You're not getting out there. You're not using your resources, okay? And I rarely ever get the Devil in reverse, but I'm seeing you're not, it's like you're not about it. Like, are you really about this, Gemini? Like, I feel like this is something really good for you, but you gotta, like, want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not gonna just fall into your lap. You may be just naturally talented at this, but you still gotta put in the work, and I feel like that's where you're lacking at. All right, so, and you got to put in the time too. I feel like you're kind of like waiting for it to just blow up. You got to put in time for this. All right, let's see who's involved in the situation with you. And this is not like anything against Gemini. Like, I feel like we all go through this. This is just me giving you a pep talk to tell you like what you need to, you know, work on. So this is also, it includes Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. This is all the air signs. All right, so you're definitely a part of this. You need to be like, come on, let's get this moving, get the ball rolling. All right, the next deck here. You're showing up as illusion. I feel like you're just waiting on everything to fall into your lap, and you're not trying to be realistic about this and practical and put in the work that needs to be done. Like, man, I just feel like there's so much groundwork that needs to be done, foundation. Like, one of your focuses is Earth. And Earth is about, you know, being here. Like, you got to get stuff done here. You have to physically do things here, and it takes time. Earth is also about time. So it can't be rushed. And if you're expecting this to just happen out of nowhere, then you're mistaken. And this Uranus energy, this is a distant planet. So you can have this mind idea, but you're going to have to put in the work and make it solidify here. And then it's going to be distant because it's a faraway planet. So this may be something that blows up later on. But if you're not preparing yourself and mastering it, then what are you doing it for? You know, like, you need to really wake up and figure out, like, what are you doing with this? And is this what you want to do? Otherwise, it's like, why even waste your time stressing about it? All right. And the other people around you are showing up as the Hangman and Strength, okay? So I feel like they're being quiet. I feel like some of them have some really, really good ideas. I also feel like some of these people can offer so much, like a lot of good things to this, but it's like, for whatever reason, they're waiting on you to wake up. They kind of like, maybe you're like the main part of the group or something like that, or they need your mind for this. Maybe I don't know what it is. Maybe you're the face of this, but they need you. So wake up, because I feel like they're ready to just, get this thing going, but they're waiting on you. All right, so let's get one more card. Let's get a advice card. I feel like I've been giving you advice the whole time, but let's just see what the cards have to say. Nine of Cups. Virgo also got this one. So I feel like you can't be, don't beat yourself up about mistakes or things that didn't work out in the past as far as like failed attempts. You got to just keep trying. You got to keep going. I feel like there's a situation of you kind of being like a product of your environment, so much so that you just camouflage in with, if you're around a bunch of failures, you're just like, oh, I'll never make it too. Like, you're not seeing a different view. You're not seeing the whole ocean. You're just seeing like one little piece of it. And I feel like you gotta have that fire in you. Like, if you don't have that fire in you and you don't have that determination to see something grow and nurture it, then it's not gonna work. And that's just me being honest. So you're gonna have to figure out that for yourself if you really want this to work. And the rest is literally just putting in the work. And I see it growing, but you have to want it to grow. So yeah, Gemini, that is your reading for the middle of February. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. I really enjoyed it. If you need a private reading with me, you can email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you there, okay? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.